Welcome back, everybody. That's that guy you hate again with another month full of election goodness. But this time, we're going to start off with our victories. And this time, we got a pretty good-sized one. One that we were really hoping for these last number of videos. And that is the Wisconsin Supreme Court. Wisconsinites came out and did their job. And their Supreme Court is going to hold their 4-3 Democrat majority. Susan Crawford whipped Mr. Schimmel 55-45. And this is despite Elon Musk and his cronies spending $21 million to get Schimmel in. And they wasted every penny, and I couldn't be happier. And there was more money in the Supreme Court race than any in the state history by a significant margin. And this is going to be a bellwether election going forward into the midterms in 19 months. Democrats have already been winning left and right in this country, but this was a big one. A lot of people were paying attention to it. Money did not buy this election. Musk easily outspent 2-1 what Susan Crawford was. She still beat him. It was not the deciding factor, and more than enough regular people came out to give Elon Musk that oh-so-coveted one-finger salute. And we're going to do it again. We didn't do it in Florida, though. Florida, as predicted, we were going to lose those pretty much guaranteed. It was almost near impossible. But how they lost is just as important that they did. Since the year 2000, neither of those seats has been decided in less than 30 points. This was a safe Republican district. Both of them were safe Republican districts. Neither one have been Democrat since the early 90s or late 80s. This election, though, they cut that in half. The Democrats in those two districts only lost by about 15 points. And while that sounds like a lot, again, these are deep red districts. And here's the good news. If we can mimic that kind of turnout in the midterms and every other election that comes up to it, we can take back Congress. Maybe we can do more than take back Congress. Maybe we can get a supermajority. A third of the Senate and the House are always up for election every 2 years. And if we can get enough, we can impeach the orange bastard. That's up to you guys. That's up to everybody. But it can happen. And if we can come out in the same rates as we did in Florida, it will happen. I'm also going to talk about the Cory Booker filibuster. It didn't actually filibuster anything in particular, but it did push off some votes Trump and his cronies were having that day. But what I want to talk about is what it means. Strom Thurmond, at 24 hours and 18 minutes, had the filibuster record for the Civil Rights Act of 1957. But he was not for the Civil Rights Act of 1957. That act was the first Civil Rights Act since 1875, but it is not to be confused with Kennedy's Civil Rights Act of 1964 that was signed by Lyndon B. Johnson. That's usually the one everyone talks about when they talk about the Civil Rights Act. This one was more about desegregation, and Thurmond and his Republican cronies were very against the Civil Rights Act of 1957. That filibuster lasted 72 days with Republicans just bouncing in and out, or people who are just opposing to that bill just bouncing in and out. And Thurmond did the longest one single stint at 24 hours and 18 minutes, as I said. Mr. Booker, he came in at 25 hours and 4 minutes, completely eclipsing Thurmond's record, relegating that racist bastard to a footnote in history where he belongs. That makes it just all the worth it for me. And frankly, especially since Booker probably wouldn't even be allowed in Thurmond's house. That's just the insult cherry on top of the cake. It is a glorious insult to injury. While technically not a filibuster, again, it did push off some votes, but it's the show of force that happened. And it can happen again. Apparently, Ted Cruz was thinking about pulling the fire alarm at the 21-hour mark when Booker crossed his record, because apparently the fire alarm had been pulled by a Democrat, or almost pulled by one, not too long ago himself. But Ted Cruz. While we didn't stop the potential rise of a demagogue like Trump, what But that doesn't mean that we just give up. Many countries around the world have had to fight authoritarianism this year. Viktor Orban in Turkey, he's on the run. South Korea gave a master class on how to take care of the problem. They did it within hours. Not days or weeks or months, hours. And it's now is our turn. We can show the world that we are not just going to let this happen. That we are not going to go quietly, that we're not just going to let this unfold as they want it to. It is our turn, and we have to live up to that. As Cory Booker said, if America hasn't broken your heart, you don't love her enough. And now is how we show it. And although mainstream media won't report it, the April 5th protests around the country last weekend on April 5th, there were 1,200 at least different demonstrations around the country, tens of thousands everywhere, maybe even over 100,000. It's going to happen again too. April 19th, mark your calendars. All you got to do is show up. There's no forms to sign. You don't have to ask permission. You just go. You stand there and you show the force that you have. If you want to know more about that, moving on. Oklahoma had a lot going on April 1st. The election results here. Going into our usual meat and potatoes. We're going to start in Florida again. McIntosh, special election for mayor April 15th. Polk County, municipal general runoff May 6th. In Delaware, Dover, general election April 15th. And Seaford, municipal general election April 19th. Alaska, Delta Junction, recall election April 18th. South Carolina, special municipal general election April 22nd. Local elections for South Carolina May 6th. Mississippi, State Senate District 18, special election April 15th. Jackson, primary runoff election April 22nd. And special general runoff for Mississippi House Districts 23 and 82 April 22nd. California and Irvine, special election for City Council, April 15th. Oakland, special election, Mayor and City Council, April 15th. Mark Twain Union Elementary School District, special election, May 6th. Ross Valley Elementary School District and San Jose Unified School District, also special elections, May 6th. Maine, Turner, Androscoggin County, municipal election, April 11th. Maine, North Berwick, York County, municipal election, April 12th. Georgia, Cobb County, special general elections, April 29th. In Nebraska, Lincoln, general elections, and Lincoln Public Schools general elections as well, May 6th. Massachusetts, House of Representatives, 6th Essex District special primary election, April 15th. New Hampshire, House of Representatives, Stratford, 12, special primary, May 6th. New Jersey, Newark Public Schools general election, April 15th. Connecticut, House of Representatives, District 113, general election, April 22nd. Washington, King County, special ballot measure election, April 22nd. New York, City Council District 51, April 29th. Louisiana, special election primary for Louisiana House of Representatives, District 67, May 3rd. Ohio, statewide primary, May 6th. Michigan, local and special elections, May 6th as well. And we're going to end with Texas by just saying Texas. Because May 3rd, there seems to be something going on everywhere. The entire state, I have 2 to 3 pages of things happening May 3rd. So if you are in Texas, look it up. Something's bound to be happening near you. But I want to end with this. As stated before, there will be more protests. Hopefully, 2 weeks after April 19th, there's going to be another one. And another one, and another one, and another one. It comes in every other weekend thing, hopefully. Because we can't give up. Dems are winning all over the place. I have been watching this stuff for months now. We can take back the country. There are places where hope is still shining through, just like in Wisconsin. If we match the performance that we saw in Florida, we can take back Congress easily in the midterms and stop any legislation that Trump tries in his tracks. We might even be able to do more. A third of the House and Senate is up every 2 years. If we can get a majority of those, we might be able to impeach the rat bastard. Who knows? But we have to try first. People like Ted Cruz and Rand Paul, they're already running scared. The last time tariffs were ran out like this was 100 years ago, right before the Great Depression, and conservatives didn't win back anything for another 60 years. And that can happen again. But it's up to us to make it happen. Trump is not some stable genius. His Treasury Secretary Peter Navarro, to justify his tariffs, was citing a guy he made up in his head to use as a source to make it himself sound more credible than he was. And Trump just ran with it. Trump has been given far too much credit. He is human. He is fallible. He is very fallible. He is not some Bond villain. Trump is an idiot. Self-aggrandizing, egomaniacal moron. He always has been. He's always going to be. Ladies and gentlemen, the Confederacy fell. The Klan fell. The Nazis fell. And I'm going to live to see the day that Trump and MAGA fall too. And it's going to be glorious. And I hope I can see you there. See you out there.